suis prête.
Hi. To begin, I am a big fan of your work because you are working with Sam Raimi for Evil Dead trilogy. Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell me about this long collaboration with Sam Raimi, please?
Yes. Many years ago.
Yeah.
Plusieurs années. We were all in college, and I met Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, and Robert Tappert.
Wow.
They had a little office next to a magic shop.
Yes.
And they had convinced their parents' friends
Yes.
to contribute 10,000 here, 10,000 there, so they could produce Evil Dead. They also taught the Coen brothers that way to raise money for Blood Simple. And I met them, and they asked if I could make some scary sounds, and I said yes, of course. And I thought these were just the most fun nerds I've ever met.
Yes.
And they threw great parties, and I said I'm in. And I didn't realize I would find my life's work by saying yes to this commission.
The music in Evil Dead is very important for the ambience of the movie. It's very important.
Do you know that I rewrote the music for Evil Dead?
No, I didn't know this.
And we did a concert last Halloween at the Ace Hotel.
Yes.
And we have a show where we perform the new music and some of the old music live to picture. And Mondo is going to release on vinyl that soundtrack, that music.
Yes.
And I brought with me today, the first and only time I was at Comic-Con was when we released Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
It was one convention hall, under 3,000 people.
Yeah.
And I got a Fangoria Chainsaw Award for Best Composer.
But
How things have changed.
you know how it's important for all people Evil Dead because for horror movie it's a cult. Yes.
Yes.
The music is important. The direction is important. The way to record the movie also. All it was new, amazing, and perfect.
That's why I love you French so much.
Yes.
Because my French director friends
Yes.
say to me, la musique est demi la film.
Yes. I think music is very important for series and for movies. If you have good music and a good collaboration with the director, you can make amazing movie. Evil Dead is amazing. I saw it. I don't know the number because it was maybe infallible. It's one of my favorite horror movie. It's cult in France, you know, because summary is very important for us. So wait, you make movies.
Give me your information, Boris, so I can send you the music when it comes out, the new score.
Yeah, thank you. I saw that you're working also on Chucky. I am a huge fan of Chucky.
I see that.
I saw did you saw the Mesco booth?
Pardon me?
The Mesco.
Yes.
Mesco. They have a lot of Chucky on the Mesco booth. You must go to see.
Well, I've done the last 2 Chucky movies.
Yeah.
And I just finished 7.
Can you talk about this movie?
Yes. I met Don Mancini. He's directed the last 2.
Yes.
Such a sweetheart. All the horror movie guys are the nicest people I know. I swear. And one thing I realized when I got asked to do the last one, I said, why doesn't Chucky have a theme? So we wrote a theme for Chucky, and so Chucky has a theme. Chucky 7 takes place in an asylum.
Okay.
And so I continued with the type of music that I did last time, but last time was a haunted house, or the haunted house. This is an asylum, so a lot of the music is a lot colder, electronic, and new sounds I haven't used for anybody else, you know. And we just finished it. I think it comes out in October of this year. And I'm very excited. Don's a good friend. We had dinner a few weeks ago.
Sam Raimi, Don, wow.
Sam and Don, yeah.
Yeah. Where do you like to record your music? You have your own studio, or you?
Yes, I have 2 studios. I commute now these days. most of my life I've been in Michigan.
Michigan, okay.
And we raised our family there.
Okay.
And now it's the beautiful time of year, so it's nice to be in Michigan.
Yeah.
And in the winters, we are in California. And I'm back and forth. So I have a studio in California, and I have a studio in Michigan.
There are some directors that you would like to work with?
Right now, I think the most interesting music and the most interesting storytelling is on television.
Yes.
And all of those great people that are making shows that I'm a fan of course I would like to work with. I'm here with my colleagues that are doing some of the most interesting work with some of the most interesting storytelling.
Can you talk a little about your collaboration with the French director Pascal Laugier?
Pascal?
Yeah.
Well, Pascal, I met Pascal through Christophe Gans.
Yeah, I know
Christophe
him.
Gans. So ils sont amis.
Amis, yeah.
Yeah, and I met them both. And when Pascal, I think it was his first film,
Yes.
Saint-Ange.
Saint-Ange, yeah.
And he was very, very dedicated to the music of that film. And we did it in a way, he wanted the film to seem timeless.
Okay.
The film, even though it was, early 2000s, I think is when he made the film, he wanted it to feel classic, as though it could have been shot in 1960.
Yes.
You know, he wanted it to be like that and sound like that.
Okay.
So the sounds of horror and the sounds of would be more of that era.
Okay.
More of a classic orchestra sound from mid 20th century.
Okay.
So there was chorus in that. There was the ending sequence was actually very Stanley Kubrick. So that was electronic because it goes in another place at the end of the film. But the idea was to have something very beautiful and very classic. So sometimes with a Gothic score, the music can be haunting but very beautiful, and I think that was something that we strived to do. And so for that reason, it's some of my favorite writing. Very thematic.
Nice. What is for you San Diego Comic Con? What is your feeling when you say San Diego Comic Con? It's the first one, I think, yes?
As I said, I came here in 1993.
Yeah.
It was nothing. It was one convention hall.
It's small.
It was small. I'll show you my Chainsaw Award later. It was unbelievable. So to see this is my first time back.
Yeah, okay.
And I can't believe how it's gone. A group of composers was asked to go to Cincinnati and be on a panel in Cincinnati in a Comic-Con type event.
Okay.
We've all become friends.
Okay.
And we have a dinner group that's called the Decomposers.
Yeah. Nice to be
Right.
together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Boris.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yes.